ko si Edre, friend ni Arvin
Josh. Josh of all trades, hindi Arvin of all trades.
friend ni Arvin nung 1 month pa lang.
I have mentioned before in the last episodes that the 20s, ito yung pinakamagandang time for us to explore the world and also, commit mistakes and also learn from those mistakes. And at this point, I am actually at the middle of 20s na, so I'm already 25 years old. And I guess this is the right time for us to take that pause and at the same time also reflect dun sa first half ng 20s natin. What have we learned? What are the things that we think na kailangan pa natin mag-improve further? And let us be real. What are those things na we are wishing na sana pala binago natin nung time na yon? So, let us dive into the good, into the bad, into all of those things na nandun sa 20s natin. Siyempre, sino ba naman yung magiging perfect for us na maging guest dito kung hindi ang aking kapwa nasa 25 na rin? Para mas matanda siya sa akin. Age reveal. Now, we are, I think, somehow at the middle of this decade of our lives. And yeah, so let us welcome Edre! Ang bagal. So let us welcome Edre!
Hi guys! Hello!
Ayan, so si Edre, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Edre at inisplok na kanina. Yes, I am 25. At currently working sa isang seed industry and friend kami ni Josh for,
I don't know.
I don't know.
After graduation, I guess. Pero nagsisendan kami dati ng verses.
Verses from period.
Yeah.
Go.
Ayun, so, since we are in this same, I feel like same season of discovering ourselves and also looking back kung ano nga ba yung mga bagay na ginawa namin for the first half of this decade. So let us start this podcast with our segment, Trading Takes with Josh. So let us start this segment with the question, what's one belief or expectation yung meron ka dati nung start ng 20s mo na it turned out na mali pala? Ah!
One thing na I thought na will happen kagad sa aking 20s ay makapunta na ako agad sa ibang bansa, ganyan, kasi it was always been my dream. So, nung grumad ako, dun ko na-realize na hindi siya easy for some people. Easy siya for some people kasi ngayon na-realize ko na depende din sa season or kung
Yeah.
time mo na pumunta sa ibang bansa. And
Yeah.
right now, 25 na ako, 2 years na akong grad. So, ayun, na-realize ko hindi ko pa siya season. So, ayun.
Siguro on my end naman, parang it's thinking that this will be a season na purong work siya. Ang na-imagine ko siguro no start ng 20s ko, kasi ano pa lang to nasa second year tayo? Second year, third year?
Ako second year.
Yeah. Hindi ba tayo sabay?
Hindi tayo
Ay, so
sabay.
19 ako. Mas tanda ka kasi sa akin. Anong tawag dito? So ayun. Tapos pandemic pa yun, di ba? So parang ang daming nangyayari. Yung time na yun, siguro ang ini-imagine ko is dapat meron akong trabaho like pure work yung gagawin ko at this decade. Well, hindi siya nangyari kasi I also studied a lot. Nag-masters ako, etc. And I started my PhD this time. So, ayun yung mga konting adjustment siguro na nangyari. Na I also found my passion about learning. Yeah, lifelong learning, etc. You mentioned kanina yung di ba parang meron mga times like kung hindi mo pa talaga season, so it will not happen for you. So, what do you think is your season right now?
Paano ko nalaman na hindi ko pa season? Kasi I feel like kung ready na ako, walang makakapag-stop sa akin to pursue it.
Gets.
Kasi
Yeah.
gusto ko naman.
Mm.
Pero like anong anong hindrance ko. And I realized it's because di pa already pumunta sa ibang bansa.
Yeah.
So ngayon ang season ko I think is to grow muna as a person.
Yeah.
Yung parang paano ba ako mag-survive. Ngayon pa lang nandito pa ako sa Pilipinas, like how to live alone, ganyan. I think number 1 yun ang season ko, to grow as an individual, ganan. Feeling ko andun ako sa I need to support muna my family in a way by being stable, mga ganong bagay. Ayun, andun pa ako sa part, and I think one day it will come na lang na holistically ready na ako to go out.
That perspective, di ba, has changed throughout the years. So, what do you think is the difference on how you perceive success then compared to now? Like, what is success for you for the 20-year-old or the younger Edre to the success right now?
Siguro before, syempre since nasa school ako, school setup. So, ang view ko ng success ay very, yung parang kapag may na-achieve ka na parang, ano nga tawag, may na-achieve kang recognition, ganyan. Yun, dun ko mafe-feel na successful ako. Kasi, alam mo yun, ilang years din tayo nasa school and ang way na ma-recognize tayo. May recognition.
Ang way na ma-recognize is through achievements.
Through achievements,
Ganun.
mga ganon. So, syempre kapag lumabas ka na sa school, wala na sa'yong magbibigay ng...
Di ba? Ng medal.
Wala na sa'yo magbibigay
Walang
ng
yearly medal dito.
Oo. So, dapat yung success naman ngayon, the way ko siya winiweigh or nakikita ay kapag yun actually growth. Yung parang, okay, andito ako, wala ako dun sa dream ko na pumunta sa ibang bansa. Andito ako sa Lipa. Pero, nakikita ko naman ng growth ko.
Yeah.
Na parang, grabe, hindi ko in-expect na mapupunta ako dito sa place na to. Pero ganun ko na siya tinitingnan. And sa tingin ko naman, hindi siya waste na hindi lang lahat parang checklist na kailangan makuha ko to para ma-feel ko na successful ako. Hindi naman. More on,
I feel like you're focusing more on your holistic growth. Like on how, like internally, instead of externally. No? I feel like in this world kasi, like, ang perception natin ng success is through material things. Say, for example, money, fame, all of those things. If you can buy something, if you can go to somewhere, parang ayun yung parang definition natin ng success. And I'm really proud of you actually because I am a first-hand witness of her growth by height. Kasi bumibili na siya ng mga matatangkad na sapatos. Joke lang. So, I am a witness of her growth then professionally, and also nung nag-start pa lang din siya na nag-apply sa nga ba yun? Sa
wala nang isplok. Ano ba yung ini-isplok?
Uy, parang sinabi mo kanina. Ay, hindi ba?
Sabi ko seed company.
Okay, seed company. Gusto ko yung may name drop. Ano tawag dito? Ano na yan? Diyos ko po! Ano na yung gagawin na? Ano na sinasabi ko?
My growth.
Ayun, na I am a first-hand witness then ng growth talaga ni Edre.
Pero gusto ko mag-thank you. Kasi nung nagsa-start pa lang ako.
Wow.
Siyempre siya yung kasama.
Hindi na natapos.
Hindi, quick background lang. Nung grumad kami pandemic. So parang sobrang, in a way, onti lang kaming grumad.
Actually.
So, feeling ko sa batch natin, parang tayo...
Kayo, 9 lang kayo sa iWeb. Parang ilan lang kayo, bilang lang kayo.
Pero sa batch natin, parang konti lang din yung nag-pursue sa UPLB mismo na place. So parang lagi lang kami magkasama. So, kasama siya nung nag-exam ako. Nung feeling ko babagsak ako, siya yung nasad.
As an empath, grabe talaga nung nakita ko malungkot siya pagkalabas ng pinto. Alam, malungkot na rin ako hanggang UP gate.
Yeah, so those things, kaya parang kahit 1 month pa lang, kahit 1 month pa lang kami friends. Hindi, yun. So ikaw, ano ngayon, how do you view success now?
Siguro more on, kasi ako dati, almost same tayo actually, na I view success as something that you achieve, something that is material. But now, I feel like it has changed in a way na it's more on the quality that you give to other people. As someone na nasa academe, so I am teaching, I feel like whenever I step into that classroom, it is already a success for me.
Yeah.
Na, alam mo yun, meron lang mga students na parang magsabi sa akin na parang, sir, I was inspired by you, etc. blah blah blah. Parang it is already a success for me.
Na-amaze ako kasi feeling ko different tayo in a way na nakikita ko yung sinasabi mo na sa quality na yung pag-touch mo sa ibang lives, yung parang
Luis?
like nakikita ko talaga yon kaya lagi kong sinasabi sa kanya, para ka talaga sa teaching.
Since we are speaking about quality, etc. So, what do you think is the biggest lesson that you have learned in your 20s so far?
Sa sarili ko,
Sige,
na-realize ko na very half-cooked pa ako.
sino nagluluto?
Kasi nung bata, di ko alam if you felt this way. Pero sabi nga ni Taylor Swift, how can a person know everything at 18 but nothing at 22? So parang yun yung nafe-feel ko, nothing at 25. Yung parang nung bata ako,
At meron siyang reference,
may
si Taylor Swift.
reference. Nung bata ako, parang kala ko, alam ko na lahat, ganyan. Tapos ngayon na nasa real world na ako, parang, grabe, ang dami ko pa pala hindi alam. So
Yeah.
parang, pinush ko masyado na maging mature nung bata pa ako. Tapos ngayon parang, wala, hindi pa pala ako ready. Tapos parang, ngayon kasi, I'm working, isa ako sa mga bunso sa office. Tapos parang, nako-compare ko sarili ko sa kanila na parang medyo iba na ang goals nila sa buhay. Tapos iniisip ko, kailangan ko bang ganyan na rin ang goals ko? Yung parang na-realize ko, no. Kasi kung i-push ko ulit na maging mature, maging half-cook na naman ako sa next few years of my life. So, I guess, taking my time sa pag-grow. But at the same time, syempre, andun yung vision or yung kagustuhan kong mag-grow din as an
Yeah.
individual. Ay, yun yung...
Sa self.
Sa self.
Okay.
Ikaw naman, sa self.
Sa self, siguro I valued more my time with myself. It is better to value your time with yourself because without you being contented with what you are or who you are as a person and what you have as a person, mahihirapan ka magbigay ng quality outside. Ang lagi ka nilang illustration dati, it is like a cup and everything that is being poured in that cup will just overflow. So kapag filled ka, mas madali kang mag-overflow. You cannot you cannot
Tama naman.
flow from an empty, ano yung
Cannot flow from an empty cup.
flow ba talaga?
Over.
You cannot give what you don't have. You cannot give an empty cup.
No, you cannot flow from an empty cup. You cannot...
Yeah. You will never overflow if you're empty. Cup.
Sa friendship
Diba?
naman, parang, actually, hindi, siya, nahihirapan ako sa part ng friendship pa. Kasi parang, I love being with people talaga eh. Introvert ako pero I love being with people. Pero,
Yeah.
at the same time, parang kailangan, ngayong nag-adulting ka na, you have to understand na your friends will not always be available.
Yeah, that's true actually.
Yeah.
Ayun din sa akin. Kinopya na lang.
Same.
Say.
So, ayun. So, parang, ayun nga, yun, period.
Yeah.
Walang nasabi.
Actually, we also touched this sa podcast namin ni Aliyah sa episode 2. So, parang, ayun nga, kapag sila sa college or even ng high school, mga friends ng high school, you're all on the same page. Pero darating yung time na parang onti talaga yung time nyo with each other. What's important in this stage of our life is to pinpoint people who's going to be the same even though merong ganon na fact. Na okay, iba-iba tayo ng page pero pag nagkita-kita tayo, same pa rin. And I'm complacent and I'm happy that I have those kinds of people.
Yung distance na yun can also show kung sino yung friends for you. Doesn't have to mean na parang hindi kayo okay, yun na lang.
Yeah, nga.
Yeah.
Ayun siya. Parang it filters.
So, parang soulmate lang. Parang ganun.
Gets.
Sa akin naman, kasi kapag ako medyo out of sight, out of mind talaga ako, na parang as a friend, kapag di kita kasama, medyo nakalimutan kita. So, parang Personally, yung wino-workout ko naman ay parang catching up with people.
Yeah.
Yung parang kahit ganun lang actually.
Mm.
Although nagfi-fail pa ako dun. You do your part dun sa
Sa friendship
sa
na yan.
friendship. Oo, tsaka yung people na ayaw mo naman tagang mali sa buhay.
Akala ayaw mo makita. Pero yeah.
Do your part din.
Oo.
Parang ganun.
That is one of my motivations to earn more and to work more. To be able to meet my friends na hindi issue sa akin yung pera. Para wherever my friends are, I can go there.
Sa career naman, kasi parang ika-ilang job ko na to, pangatlo in a way. Tapos every time parang feeling ko, I have to start again. So andun yung parang, oh my gosh, parang wala akong na ma-master. Pero tinitingnan ko na lang siya sa way na this is my time to really know kung anong job or kung anong path yung para sa akin.
Yeah.
Mga ganong bagay. So parang kailangan ko lang maging humble enough to relearn and learn again.
Yeah. On my end naman, ang pinaka-lesson ko talaga is to surround yourself with mentors. Mentors who are genuine to guide you with or without any compensation or what.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I feel like that's one of the biggest lessons that I've learned from the past 2 years because I was able to filter din kung sino yung mga tao na binamentoran ako for something lang versus those who are really mentoring genuinely. So, ayun. Ito yung parang naging mantra ko rin. Wherever I go, I make sure that I have mentors. I make sure that there will be someone who's going to guide me. It is your vulnerability to learn. Ayun yung isa sa mga key in order for you na magkaroon ng mga mentors. Kasi kapag ikaw naging humble enough ka to say na, okay, I don't know everything, then people will start mentoring you. It will just flow naturally. And that happened. Kaya ngayon, hindi ko problema yung, for example, recommendation letters. In other cases, they just stick to one mentor. So, yung buong future nila, nakasalalay lang doon na if magbibigay siya ng recommendation or hindi. Whereas, one of my strategies entering into the graduate school is whatever subject that is, I make sure na nagpapabibo ako, etc. And yung mga naging prof ko for a semesters, etc., they are very ready to vouch for me for a specific job, for a specific endeavor that I have. For example, noong nag-apply ako for PhD sa UPLB, ginawa ko ng recommendation letter yung isang naging prof ko sa SEM. And nag-yes agad siya. Then, noong nag-apply ako for the senior lecturer position, kinawanan ko naman yung naging prof ko sa ibang graduate studies ko sa horticulture na hindi naman related sa akin talaga na, let's say for example, a part of my guidance committee or what. Pero she's very willing to go and recommend and vouch for me. So those are some of the things na pinaka naging lesson ko when it comes to career, na wherever you are, industry, academe, or kung saan man yan, always find a mentor who is genuine to teach you and guide you through this life. So what role has failure played in your 20s and how has your attitude towards it changed over time? If this will be the 20 Arvin, I know that I'm really competitive, but hindi ako ang dami nagsasabi sa akin ng mga classmate natin na feeling nila like ako, na mga batchmate natin na parang, hala siguro flat one siguro lahat ng mga mo. Pero I am really an average student.
Oo. Binouch. Oo, average lang yan.
Pero legit nga, kasi lang ako, like yung grades ko, naglalaro lang sa 1.25, 1.5. Kasi akala talaga nila...
Semi-flex.
Akala kasi talaga nila, like
Hindi
flat
siya
1.
flat 1, 1.25.
Kayo naman kasi. Pero, ayun nga yung parang iniisip nila. Pero, siguro what I've learned, and nag-start to nung third year ako, kasi I am really a planner. So, I plan for everything. Meron akong point na yung grades ko for a certain course, nililist ako yan. Like for example, my goal na grade is 1. My goal is 1.25. Then at every end of the semester, hindi siya nangyayari. Like, ayun, dito ko natutunan na maging balance when it comes to pressuring yourself.
Mm-mm.
Na, okay, you can set goals for yourself, but give yourself some grace kapag hindi mo siya nakukuha. Ayun yung
Yeah.
parang pinaka naging ano ko noong time na yon.
Mm.
And ngayon, when it comes to failure, I feel like failures are always redirections. Hindi siya rejection, pero redirection siya na if you fail at something, know that there will be something na para sa'yo talaga. And ang isa sa mga tinuturo ko sa sarili ko up until now is that what is meant for you will make its way to you. Kung para sa'yo yan, pupunta sa'yo yan. Kung hindi yan para sa'yo, it will not happen. So, ayun. Siguro, ano siya, more on, instead of settling doon sa point ng failure, I learned how to rise up and teach myself na kung hindi para sa'yo, hindi para sa'yo. Kung para sa'yo, para sa'yo. Ayun siya.
Very nice na point of view. Kasi,
Thank you.
Yeah, kasi something na I'm working on yung ganong point of view. Kasi mapilit din ako minsan na parang
Sa mga bagay.
Yeah. Pero, speaking of failures, ako naman, I think, after ko grumad, syempre ang hirap. Yung time, di ba, na pandemic tayo, online class, pahirapan kung gagrad ka or hindi.
Yeah.
Actually, lately ko lang siya na-realize. Nung after ko mag-grad, sobrang takot naman ako mag-fail. No, parang, ang dami kong minis. Alam mo naman, dami kong na-miss na opportunity kasi parang, di ko pa kaya ulit mag-fail. Andun pa ako sa comfort zone. Ganun. Pero, I guess, na-realize ko kasi kung hindi ako mag-risk, andito lang ako. And it's parang nagko-contribute siya sa discontentment ko. Paano ko masosolve ang aking discontentment? And it's to risk, ganon. And to embrace failure and accept na, it's part of your life talaga. So, something na I'm working on.
So since we are also talking about failures, what do you think is that one piece of advice that you could give to your younger self?
Actually, ito na ano ko lang kanina, na-realize ko. Something na na-learn ko before pa, yung not to think so much about what other will think sa every decision mo. Kasi everybody is too engrossed din sa kanilang life na hindi ka na rin naman nilang
wala silang paki sa'yo.
Yeah. At kung meron man, who cares?
Yeah.
It's your life. Kasi parang if hindi mo ginawa ang isang bagay dahil lang sa what others will think, ayun nga,
Yung regrets.
and dadagdag lang siya sa frustration mo.
Yeah.
Pero I have two.
Two lessons! Ginaya na.
Meron pa kasi ako isa, pero
Okay, go.
kung yun naman ay about failure, it's more of sa career. It's more of sa career. It's fake it till you make it talaga.
Actually,
Oo.
sige, yan na rin yung sa akin.
Hindi lang siya sa career actually. Kahit sa
Whenever.
moving on. All-encompassing na siya. So, kahit sa career, fake it till you make it na parang lalo na
As someone who has transitioned so many times.
So many times.
Yeah.
Hindi naman sa maglalay ka na alam mo nang gagawin mo or what. Pero
it's a part of that. Pero legit,
you
yes.
have to be humble enough. Sabi mo nga kanina, to accept. Pero at the same time, yung parang, ako ngayon, may times na feeling ko, oh my gosh, worthy ba ako sa position na to? Wala akong background. Pero no, parang kailangan mong, kahit hindi mo feel,
Kailangan humingi siya ng mga notes.
kailangan
Humingi siya sa akin ng background.
convince ang sarili mo na hindi ka naman mapupunta dyan if it wasn't meant for you.
Yeah.
Pero, yun nga, at the same time, you have to help yourself grow. You have to help yourself na yung pag-fake it mo, will make it.
Will really make it. It will not fake it. Fake it and you fake it.
Yun naman about sa career. Pero ano din siya sa, ako, baka medyo malayo, pero as an emotional person, about sa friendship, since natakal naman natin, parang there are times na you have to let go of something.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it din. Every day you have to be mindful na parang, okay, today, I will decide to move on. Ganon. And then, one day, makaka-move on ka din. Yun lang, yung mga lessons ko this 20s.
Ang akin, naging Lenny Robredo na tayo. It's more on a relational one naman, na be present. Because I feel like if this will be the 2019 or 2020 Josh, na Arvin ang pangalan dati. Ang kulit. Parang I will be more focused on achieving things
Mm.
rather than spending time with the people that matters. So, ayun siguro yung ibibigay ko. Kasi I feel like when I was in masters, dun ko siya nagagawa.
Yeah.
Na I was able to spend time with the friends that I... Actually, ito sila Edre, hindi kami close talaga dati nung undergrad.
Kasi ano siya, leader.
Yes, and she's nobody. Ang naging common ground lang namin dati na Edre is the church. So, dito mo rin, this is real ah.
Actually,
And I have-
di rin naman yung common ground natin. Common ground din natin si Alvin, si John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At saka ABT kasi tayo.
Oo.
Parang nag-shift ako. Pero large
larger
portion of it
sa church.
ay more on sa church. And I feel like, dito mo makikita yung mga people who are genuinely a friend to you during those times. This is one of the things that I really pondered upon during the pandemic kasi parang, are these people just around me because I am a leader in the church? Ayun. So it's somehow controversial, but it is a valid reflection. And it has brought out the strongest friendships na meron ako. And ayun, nakakatuwa rin to know who are the people who will go beyond you even though you are not already active sa church. Parang ganun. So I think that will be a
Yeah.
good topic for another podcast.
Yeah.
And
And ako
ayun
ulit ang
siguro.
guest.
Ano sasama pa natin?
Church trauma! Charot!
Si John.
Si John.
Ano, alam
Next
mo-
episode po ay
Yeah.
church trauma.
So that's it for our trading takes with Josh. And now, let us move on to the next segment of this episode, which is Rapid Trade Round, kung saan magtatanong tayo sa ating guest ng mga question that she can answer shortly. Let us start. What's a skill you've always wanted to learn?
Swimming!
Wow, what's your most used app right now?
Gmail for work.
Totoo rin naman. Wait lang.
Personal,
What explanation?
ano yun? Work
What explanation?
profile.
Pero alam nyo, mas excited na ako makakita ng notifications ng Gmail kaysa sa Messenger.
Actually.
Di ba?
Ako hindi, actually.
Ay, ako
Ayoko,
excited
ayoko.
ako. Kasi wala akong ano ngayon. Wala akong as in work na work. Anyway, next. What's one thing you can't start your day without?
Disney Plus.
Wow, agad-agad.
Oo.
Early in the morning.
Actually.
Wow. What is that song that best describes your life as of the moment?
I think I'll try. Define. So, yun lang. On top of my head, yun na lang.
Yeah, actually, nag-record din ako ng podcast. Ayun din yung answer ko dito.
Oh.
Defying Gravity.
Well, actually, ano yun? Ano
Actually,
talaga?
actually,
Sorry.
if you could master one musical instrument, what would it be?
Piano, first love.
If you could trade one skill for another, what would it be?
Ang skill ko lang kasi ay singing.
So, ititrade mo siya
ititrade
for?
ko siya sa dancing.
Wow. May dancer tayo dito. What's one life skill everyone should learn?
Driving.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
I think it's knowing your worth.
What's a motto or quote you live by?
Fake it till you make it.
Tama. What's one thing you'll never trade away in life?
Medyo cheesy, pero who I am. I think I love who I am. Kahit na
Oh.
work in progress siya.
Yeah, actually that makes you who you are. Okay, so let's move on to our next segment, which is Trade It Forward. So in this segment naman, magre-recommend si Edre ng anything na pwede nyong tignan, books or songs or what.
No.
So na related din dito sa topic na to, which is yung realizations in the 20s. So what is that one piece of art na may recommend mo sa kanila?
Okay. Kakapanood ko lang, Hidden Figures. It's a
Ooh.
movie.
Anong plot?
Ang-
Pinakwento.
Pinakwento. Ang plot niya ay, well, about siya sa mga African-American women before na nag-work sa NASA. So, you can imagine the struggles. So, ayun. It's inspirational lang siya.
Okay, so last segment for this episode is the trade tip for the day. So, what is a tip na gusto mong iuwi after all of that ng mga viewers natin?
Quick tip or advice ay never be afraid of trying new things. Like, kagaya ko, nakailang trabaho na. Pero I can say na relatively, I am in a better place. And that wouldn't have happened kung hindi ako nag-risk. Ayaw.
Actually, you're one of the people na kilala ko na sobrang risk taker. Imagine jumping into a job na kahit hindi ayun yung undergrad niya. Alam mo yun? So parang that is a skill itself. I feel like that is a skill itself.
Pero hindi ko siya iti-trade.
Yeah.
Hindi ko siya iti-trade.
Okay. So, alright. I think that we have already tackled a lot dito sa podcast na to and we've spilled our teas sa aming 20s. Oh my gosh. Cheers. Anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you have learned something from us. Siguro as ates and kuyas na rin. Ang dami as an ate and as a kuya for the younger generation na kapag dumating kayo dito sa stage na to ng life nyo, sana ma-look ano nyo rin, ito pa rin sinasabi nila, yung mga ganun. Anyway, so if you're feeling the vibe, don't forget to follow and subscribe to this channel kung nasa man kayo nanonood, kung sa YouTube or sa Spotify. And we will be tackling more. Ayun, so I think that's it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you for, actually ano to? Thank you for, thank you! Thank you very much for listening. Bye!